Hello everyone, I'm Stitch Underground, and let's go back to 2011. Ah yes, 2011, an interesting year. You know, when I think about it, there was a lot of stuff that came out in 2011. There was some good stuff, some really good stuff, some really great stuff, and then we had some okay stuff, and some bad stuff, and yeah. The reason I bring this up is coming. So, this is the future, huh? Looks identical to the present. Where are the platypuses again? Oh, they're out the window somewhere. Oh, okay.
Wow, I didn't know there were so many platypuses in Danville.
It looks like footage from Phineas and Ferb. It's not. Look, me, I appreciate the joke, but I have to get back to the present. I have a Sonic the Hedgehog review to do. How? By the power of editing. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. Go ask Michael Bay if he can direct the Back to the Future reboot. That was pointless. Sorry about that, everyone. I got a little distracted. Like I was saying before I got distracted, in 2011, a certain game came out to celebrate a certain character's 20th anniversary, and not only is this character my favorite video game character, granted he's my only favorite video game character, but this game also came out to celebrate his 20th anniversary. Now, which character is that? Okay, who am I kidding? You all know who it is, you read the title. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. Yep, you all know who I'm talking about. Sonic the Hedgehog, the fast-running, eating chili dog hedgehog alive. It's amazing to see how far the franchise has come, and with Sonic's 25th anniversary right around the corner, I thought I might as well do a review of a Sonic game that goes back and shows Sonic at his best times. But what game really reminds me of Sonic? Oh, I know, Sonic 06. Wait, what? Okay, who messed up my script? Okay, jokes aside, I love Sonic Generations. Yep, Sonic the Hedgehog is back again, and this time he's in the good old spotlight. And to celebrate his 25th anniversary, I'm going to review a game that celebrates his 20th anniversary, and the game that made me into a Sonic fan. But first, a little history on the Blue Blur and his video games. Sonic the Hedgehog was and is the mascot of Sega, and in the 90s, he was meant to compete with Nintendo's Mario. The first game was released on the Sega Genesis, released on June 23rd in 1991. The title? Sonic the Hedgehog. Since his debut, Sonic's become a worldwide gaming phenomenon, and just 1 year later, Sega released the sequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which became even more famous overnight. After Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic would have hit after hit after hit after hit of great games. But after the Genesis era, Sonic started to go downhill, trying to translate into 3D. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, here's some examples. Sonic Blast, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic Go, Sonic Jam, and Sonic Labyrinth. So yeah, Sonic's first jump into 3D was not that good. But then came 1998, when Sonic came back with full force, with Sonic Adventure, released on December 23rd, which came out on the Dreamcast. The fans loved it, and because they loved it so much, Sega knew they had to make a sequel. And 2 years later, they did. Released on June 18th, Sonic Adventure 2 hit stores, and just like Sonic Adventure 1, the fans loved it. Some even saying it was the best Sonic game ever. Fun fact, did you know the Sega Dreamcast was discontinued before Sonic Adventure 2 came out? Interesting, huh? But after Sonic Adventure 2, Sega stopped making video game consoles and made more games instead. After that, Sonic became available on all video game consoles at the time, like the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3, the Xbox and the Xbox 360, and so on and so forth. And while this was happening, Sega made more 3D Sonic games, like Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Riders, and so on and so forth. And they all appeared on most video game consoles at the time, like I just said, the Xbox, the PlayStation, and even Nintendo sometimes. But it even went more downhill in 2006 with the game Sonic the Hedgehog, or as the community calls it, Sonic 06. When Sonic 06 came out, it was meant to be a reboot of the Sonic series, but when it was released on November 14th, 2006, it failed instantly, and I mean very, very, very badly. The game was rushed, and Sega even asked part of their team to work on a new Sonic game for the Nintendo Wii, which became Sonic and the Secret Rings. Because of this, Sonic 06 became a flop instantly. The game was very glitchy, and the story made no sense, and it just wasn't a fun game. Fans were devastated, some even threatened to leave the Sonic fandom. Luckily, after Sonic 06, and also after some forgettable Wii games, Sonic started to show his true colors again with the release of Sonic Unleashed, which came out in 2008 on November 18th. Fans liked the game, but only the Sonic stages. The fans criticized the Werehog stages, saying they were too long and boring. But after that, more good Sonic games kept popping up. The Sonic Rush series, and Sonic 4 Episode 1. But before Sonic Episode 1 came out, there was a Sonic game that Sonic fans said it was the best Sonic game yet. Now what game was that? Sonic Colors, released on November 11th, 2010. Fans loved it, and some even saying it was the best Sonic game at the time. But in 2011, to celebrate his 20th anniversary, Sega released the game that fans had demanded and had been waiting for years. And that game is the game I'm reviewing today. And that is Sonic Generations. Some interesting fun facts about Sonic Generations. Sega wanted Leggio White, the voice actor of Sonic in The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Sonic SatAM, and Sonic Underground, to voice classic Sonic in Sonic Generations, but refused for unknown reasons. And believe it or not, there was supposed to be 3 Sonics, not 2. The third Sonic was supposed to represent the Dreamcast era, but was scrapped to due unknown reasons. Dreamcast Sonic was supposed to be voiced by Ryan Drummond, the voice of Sonic in Sonic Adventure 2, and Sonic Heroes. But he also refused for unknown reasons. Now, with the fun facts out of the way, let's start the review. This is Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric. Wait, what? This isn't part of my script either. Patrick!
You okay, Patrick?
Finland!
First, the story. So the game begins after the level.
Okay.
So the game actually begins with classic Sonic running. Does anyone think that Black Monster looks like the Goo Monster from Epic Mickey? Anyone? Anyone? No? Okay. Anyways, we cut to present day when we see Sonic's birthday. Although, the cake is just the Sega symbol. Lazy.
impossible to surprise you.
You totally got me this time. I had no idea.
Yeah, right. Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
Like it? I love it!
Anyways, the monster comes and takes Sonic's friends away, and knocking out Sonic in the process.
Hey! Not cool!
Help us!
And for some reason doesn't take Sonic with it. As comic book guy would say, worst video game villain ever. So after Sonic wakes up in the intro to Mario Kart Wii? Yeah, alright then. Anyways, after a few levels of the Genesis days, Sonic and Tails finally meet up with their classic selves, and saving their friends and getting the Chaos Emeralds in the process.
Dude, there's the emerald! Pretty slick move, huh?
And we find out who the enemy is in the game.
Okay, whatever you are, if you want to avoid an embarrassing beatdown, you better give up now!
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman!
What a twist! The world? I'm going to own the world when I'm finished with Sonic! Of course!
Hey, Sonic 06 characters! Why do they exist here? So you all know what happens. The Sonics become Supersonic, defeat Dr. Eggman, and save the day.
There's our ride!
Hey, Sonic! Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
Yes, great. Like you would meet a silver hedgehog who tries to kill you, a human girl who has the hearts for you, and you would transform into a whale hog, you will meet aliens, you will go to the apocalypse, and you'll have a girl chase you all your life. And you will meet a friend who's a big fat purple cat and becomes a meme all his life. And be in a bad spin-off game and a bunch of other bad stuff. But with a good crossover here or there. So yeah, your future is gonna be great, Sonic. You are so doomed.
Sonic! Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
So that's Sonic Generations' story. And while an interesting concept, the story is barely there. All it is just an excuse to have both Sonics on the same screen. And while an interesting concept, the game doesn't really do it that well. And this shouldn't be so hard. The idea writes itself. And you can do so much with this concept, and the game does. Once. Here's the scene that I'm talking about.
Sonic!
I can't believe this! I was supposed to beat you this time!
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't get that memo. I beat you every time. No, seriously. We beat this guy every time. It's like it's our job or something.
What's Eggman even doing here? I thought you said he'd been kidnapped by that big weird thing that sent us all to this place. See? He was kidnapped. This is getting stranger all the time.
I wish there was more of that in the game. It shows Sonic at his best. He's funny, he's hinting at the past. It's a really nice scene. It would be nice to see them poke at the past and maybe the future. Like I said, there are so many things you could have done with this, but nope, instead we just got talking about what's going on, looking at the monster, beating the monster, and ending it right there on the spot. It's like the game was rushed to meet its deadline, which, may I remind you, it almost killed the franchise before. So overall, the idea is great, but the execution, not so much. With that said, I give the story a 2 out of 10.
You guys have your work cut out for you.
An adventure's no fun if it's too easy.
Well, that's the story. Now what about the graphics? What about them? They're amazing. I mean, oh my gosh, the graphics are amazing in this game. I mean, every Sonic game looks good in its own way, but this game takes the cake. It's beautiful. I mean, the animation of Sonic himself, to the beautiful backgrounds, to the scenery, to the sense of speed, to the water and the fire, to the clouds. Oh my gosh, the graphics are amazing. Just amazing. No, let me rephrase that. They're beautiful. I tried to go in depth in my reviews, but I don't even have to explain how awesome the graphics are here. And it looks and feels like a Sonic game. It captures the hard look of Sonic the Hedgehog, and in my opinion, that's something that all of these Sonic games can do. Yes, even the ones that aren't so good. I can't stress this enough. The game looks great. End of story. If you're a Sonic fan, you will not be disappointed with the graphics. In my opinion, I give the graphics a 9 out of 10. Okay, now let's talk about the gameplay. Well, first there's Classic Sonic, which plays like the Genesis days, but a little different. Now what I mean by that is, he plays the same as the Genesis, but there is one small change, and that is the spin dash. How do I say this? It's too powerful. And when I mean powerful, I mean powerful. I mean, look how far it can send Sonic. It launches Sonic so fast, and to be honest, I don't mind it actually. I mean, hey, it makes Sonic go fast, right? But another reason I like it is, back in the Genesis days, Sonic can never go as fast as he can today, so to see Classic Sonic go as fast as you see him now, it's really cool to see how fast Classic Sonic can really go. But besides that, Classic Sonic plays like the Genesis days. Well, he can't get speed from going down hills anymore, but then again, that doesn't really bother me. The reason I say that is because I never grew up with the classic games. I grew up with the modern games, in a way. However, he can still jump on enemies, which is really fun. So, what are the buttons? Well, A jumps, X does the spin dash, Y does the power up for the challengers, and Supersonic. But we'll get to that later. And of course, the joystick moves Sonic. Classic Sonic is very fun to play, but for me, modern Sonic is where the fun is. Modern Sonic plays like how he does in Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors. Well, kind of. You see, in Sonic Unleashed, the homing attack was on the X button, which the boost button was on as well, but now they fixed it, so the homing attack is on the A button, and on the X button is the boost button. And that, my dear people, is what we call a good move. And now the rest of the buttons. A is the jump button, and the homing attack button, and X is the boost button. B makes Sonic do a slide, and the triggers make Sonic drift and do a quick move, so that way you can dodge enemies or objects faster. And of course, Y does nothing. Okay, transform into Supersonic, after you beat the game and buy him as well. Okay, with the buttons out of the way, how does Sonic play? Well, to be honest, really good actually. Sonic feels like, well, Sonic. You can feel the sense of speed, you can feel the sense of danger coming your way, and you try so hard to take that right path to get to the goal ring. And when you do, you feel so happy that you beat the level. And speaking of speed, let's talk about the main character himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. He plays just right. Now what do I mean by this? Well, Sonic doesn't feel light, he feels heavy. Now what I mean by that is, Sonic feels how a human would feel. I mean, it takes him 2, maybe 3 seconds to stop moving and to start moving. Sonic feels how a character should feel. And it's the same with Classic Sonic as well. And now, Super Sonic. Okay, I can describe Super Sonic in one word. Fast. Instead of me explaining it to you, just watch some of this gameplay.
The spin dash depends on how long the button is pressed.
Do you understand now? Yes? Good. Let's move on. So I think the Sonics play great. In my opinion, you really have fun playing as them. The gameplay, 8 out of 10. Next up, the music. Oh my gosh, do I even have to say how good the music is? It's amazing. I'm not going to say much because every Sonic fan knows that every Sonic game has good music. Yes, even the bad ones. Most of the music is just remixes or songs from other Sonic games with a new song here or there. And it's so nice to hear Green Hill Zone again. And by far, my favorite song in the soundtrack has to be the classic remix of Escape from the City. It's nice that, instead of getting a new soundtrack, we got a nice tribute to the old Sonic songs. Every zone in the game has 2 tracks, a classic one and a modern one. And to be honest, all of them sound really good. Every song sounds different, and it gives it a nice uniqueness for every song. And as an added bonus, you can play any song in any level you want. Well, not the boss battles for some reason. It really sucks. But anyways, the music is great, and that's all I want to say. The music is great. If you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog's music, then you will love this soundtrack. In my opinion, I give the music an 8.5 out of 10. And now, let's talk about the levels and bosses. Let's do the bosses first. Change it up a little bit. Now, like in all Sonic games, there is a ton of bosses, and this game is no different. This game has 7 bosses in total, which in my opinion is a good amount. First, the mini-bosses. For the classic era, we have Metal Sonic from Sonic CD. And to be honest, he's pretty easy. All you do is you jump and hit him, and that's it. It can get challenging sometimes with the stuff Metal Sonic throws at you, but besides that, he's pretty easy, but fun. Metal Sonic's boss fight in here is almost the same as his boss fight in Sonic CD, except in Sonic CD, you race him, in Sonic Generations, you actually fight him. And in my opinion, it's a fun boss fight. And that's all I really have to say. It's easy, but fun. Now for the Dreamcast era, we have Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow is basically the same as his SA2 counterpart, except this time you race him, with a boss fight put into it. All you do is you race Shadow and try to collect this glowing orb thing. And when you have collected both orbs, you quick step into the rocks and try to hit Shadow. When you hit Shadow with all the rocks, you home attack him, and the fight ends. In my opinion, not only do I think this boss is very fun, but I think it's better than the Sonic Adventure 2 boss fight. Yeah, you heard me right. I did just say that. There's not much to say on this boss fight. It's just fun. All you do is you race against Shadow and try to get this orb thing. It just sounds fun. However, if I do have to nitpick, there are 2 things. One, it can be a little hard to get rings, and the level itself can sometimes stay overwhelming. But it is a fun boss fight. It can drag on after a while though, but nitpicks aside, this is a really fun boss fight. And for the modern era, we have Silver the Hedgehog. Okay. His boss fight is actually good. Yeah, the Silver the Hedgehog boss fight is fun, good, and simple too. All you do is you dodge the stuff that Silver throws at you. And then you jump onto a pile of cars that Silver made, and then you home attack him, you do it 3 times, and then you win. Simple as that. Silver can be fun, but he can get hard sometimes. The reason is, there's not enough rings, and that can get really annoying, especially when Silver throws things at you. But, besides that, Silver is an okay boss fight. And trust me, it's much better than his boss fight in Sonic 06. And in my opinion, that's the best thing you can say about this boss fight. Okay now, with the mini-bosses out of the way, let's talk about the main bosses. First up is the Egg Robot from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The first part is easy. All you do is you hit it at the back 3 times, and then you have to make it hit its arm on a bomb. And that part can get a little hard. But overall, the boss is okay. It has challenge, it has a tiny bit of speed. In my opinion, it's a good boss. Next up is Perfect Chaos from Sonic Adventure 1. This has to be my favorite boss in the whole game. The speed, the running through the drowning water, the different ways to go. This boss is so much fun. This time, you fight Perfect Chaos like it's no problem. Man, Sonic has gone a lot stronger since the Dreamcast days. All you do is you run, and dodge Chaos's deadly water, then you run up to him, and boom, he's down. But sometimes you have to use a homing attack on him. And when you do, Chaos goes down to his watery grave. Probably where SpongeBob lives. Perfect Chaos is a fun boss to play, and it gives players a good challenge. Oh, and by the way, does Chaos remind you of the T-Rex from Jurassic Park? Anybody? Anybody? No? Okay then. I don't have to explain it. It's just a fun boss fight. Probably the best in the whole game. Just play it. You'll see what I mean. Next up, the Egg Dragoon from Sonic Unleashed. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I do not like this boss. Why? Simple. It takes too long. And I am not joking. It takes me to 10 to 15, heck, maybe even 20 minutes to finish the dang thing. Sometimes I don't even finish the boss because it's too long and annoying. I wish I was joking, but I'm not. This boss takes too long, and Eggman, I kid you not, never shuts up. You could have a drinking game with how Eggman never shuts up. You want me to prove it? Well, that's drink 1.
Time for a change of pace.
There's drink 2. Oh. Yeah.
Time for a change of pace.
Oh, come on, Eggman. Oh. Man, how do people drink that? Ugh.
3 weeks later.
Time for a change of pace.
Again? I hate you, Eggman. Ugh.
12 o'clock midnight.
Oh man. How long was I out for? That long? Oh man, I gotta finish this review. Where was I on?
Time for a change of pace.
Ah. Okay. Let's continue. This boss sucks. Now before I talk about the last boss, let's talk about the levels first. After all, they are one of the main things in Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay then, first up, Green Hill Zone. Okay, out of all the levels that had to be in this game, this one had to be the one. I mean, this is the first level that any Sonic fan has ever played in the first Sonic game. It's the most popular, most well-known. It's just a classic. How could you not put it in here? This level, every Sonic fan knows. With that said, Green Hill Zone is what you expect. It's fun, and it's just like the Genesis days. And with some new pathways as well. Some are even underground, and it's really cool to see what Green Hill Zone looks like underground. And it's beautiful too. And modern Sonic's Green Hill Zone is awesome as well. It's just so fun to play it, especially in 3D. And you will definitely understand it when you play it yourself. Next up is Chemical Plant Zone. The classic level is basically the same as Sonic 2, besides a new pathway or two. However, the modern level is pretty cool though. The different pathways, the balls of fire, a water slide, grinding on rails, it's just so cool. Both are really fun to play. Next level, Sky Sanctuary. All I have to say is this. Pigeons. That's the only difference to this level. There are birds, and that's it. Both are the same as Sonic the Hedgehog 3, that's it. Let's move on. Well, okay, now modern Sonic's level is different. Kind of. There's lots of pathways to take, and you go through tunnels, and that's it overall. It's an okay level. Next one, please. Okay, Speed Highway. As classic Sonic, it's fun. As modern Sonic, it's fun. It's just a fun level. Oh, and you can hit cars this time. Besides that, it's a fun level. Ah, my favorite Sonic level ever. City Escape. I love this level. The speed, the skateboarding down the hill, the new truck with the saw blades, and the music. Oh my gosh, the music. I love this song. Especially the classic remix. The classic remix just brings joy to my ears. Awesome, right? However, both zones are different for both Sonics. Modern Sonic's level is almost the same as Sonic Adventure 2, with a few new set pieces. However, for classic Sonic, the truck chases you through the whole level, and again, for modern Sonic, The truck has saw blades, which makes it so awesome to look at. Both levels are a blast to play, and there's a good reason this is my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog level of all time. It's just so fun to play. Play it for yourself, you'll see what I mean. Next up is Seaside Hill. Seaside Hill is like how it is in Sonic Heroes, and what I mean by that is there is no difference. And it's the same for Classic Sonic's level 2, except 2D, not 3D, which does look pretty cool though, I must say. But besides that, it's the same thing. Oh, and you don't run away from that big rock thing, just so you know. Alright then, moving on. Next up is Crisis City. Wait, what? Go get him, Perry. Alright, to be fair, Crisis City is fun. Most of the time. The original Crisis City, while annoying and broken at some times, yeah, I'm looking at you, you piece of metal that Sonic stands on. It can be fun. But for the longest time, I actually preferred the Sonic 06 version of Crisis City. But after playing the Generations version for this review, I find that the Generations version is the better one, but the Sonic 06 one is still a close second. When I first got Sonic Generations in 2011, I hated Crisis City, but again for this review, I gave the level a shot, and this is what I think of it. The level is fun for modern and classic Sonic. Modern Sonic's level has some set pieces from the original Crisis City from Sonic 06. And classic Sonic has to chase the goal post through half the level, because of that dang tornado. The only nitpick I have is the fire. Sometimes you can go through the level, and you think everything's gonna be fine, but then boom, fire. This was the main reason I hated Crisis City all these years, but after playing it again for this review, I found myself enjoying Crisis City. It may be a little challenging at times, and the fire can get on your nerves, especially got on my nerves, but at the end of the day, it's a fun level, for modern and classic Sonic. Alright then, Rooftop Run. Modern Sonic's level is almost the same as in Sonic Unleashed, except with some new set pieces put in and some taken out. But overall, the level is fun. There is lots of speed, a tiny bit of platforming, and it's very nice to look at. Overall, Rooftop Run for modern Sonic is really good. Now with classic Sonic, you get to see Rooftop Run in 2D, and with that specifically, you get to see it in a new way, just like all the classic levels in the game. There's some new set pieces that make this level even more awesome. There's the wine cellar, the clock, and there's also the ship. These new set pieces are really cool and make the level very fun. Overall, Rooftop Run is fun for modern and classic Sonic. Okay, time for the last level, Planet Wisp. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. Planet Wisp for modern Sonic is okay at best. Planet Wisp for classic Sonic sucks. I've had this game for 6 years now, and I have only played this level 2 times, counting 1 time for this review. This level is so irritating. The saw blades, the wisps, the platforming, it's just so irritating. I mean, no wonder I don't have any red rings for this level. When I first got this game, I despised this level. Sometimes I even wanted to throw my TV out the window sometimes. I just hated it that much. But since I'm older now, I have a better opinion, and playing this level through adult eyes, it not only shows me why I hate Planet Wisp in the first place, but why I also never came back to this level when I first got it. However, while I hate classic Sonic's Planet Wisp, modern Sonic's Planet Wisp is okay at best. At the beginning, it's fun, but the rest is okay. The platforming is okay, but it can get a little annoying at times. And the level starts to drag on after a while, and the challenges for Planet Wisp are not fun at all. End of story. Overall, Planet Wisp is okay. Some Sonic fans may love it, but for me, these are some levels I don't plan to play anytime soon. Now it's time for the final boss. Okay, if you don't want to hear spoilers or anything, skip to this part in the video. I'll wait.
A few moments later.
Did you skip there? You did? Good. Okay. Are some of you still here as well? You are? Good. Okay, let's continue. The time meter sucks. There is so much wrong with this boss. Number one, all you do is you fly and maybe if you're lucky enough, you can hit the dang thing. Number two, the time eater never stays still. When you think you're gonna hit it, boom, it moves back at the last second, and it's really annoying. And I mean really annoying. Oh, and it's even harder to get rings as the level goes on. I thought I should point that out. Anyways, number three, your friends never shut up. Again, you can have a drinking game with this.
Looks like a hole shot! Be careful, Sonic!
Oh, really? Can't believe I'm doing this again.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
How long was I out for? That long? Oh, man. I gotta stop doing this. Now I know how Silver Quill feels like when he does his drinking challenges. So, yeah, this boss sucks. And you wanna know what else? The bosses from Sonic 06 are better than this. Yeah, I said it. And to think, this game was going so well too, and then this happens. Ugh. Homer, if you do the honors, please. Alright then. Now there's a few more things to talk about before I finish the review. With that said, let's get into those things. First up are the challenges. The challenges are different all around. Some are okay, some are fun, some are bad, some are good, some are hard, some make me want to punch some of these characters in the face, and so on and so forth. On the far left side of the hub world, there is a room you can go into. You can watch movies, look at art, listen to music, and so on and so forth. And if you hold down the select button, you can go to a room filled with trophies. It's really cool. Coming back from Sonic Colors is the red rings. If you want to collect art or music, then the red rings is one of the best ways to go. The other way is to hit the bell on top of the challenges. Okay, now for glitches. With upon hours of playing Sonic Generations, there has only been 2 glitches I ran into, and both of them are basically the same. One is when Sonic goes through a wall and lands in the water at Chemical Plant Zone, and the second one is when Sonic goes through a wall again, but dies, and those are the only 2 glitches I had while playing Sonic Generations. Well everyone, that's Sonic Generations. So after 5 years, how does the game hold up? Well, to be honest, very well. Sonic Generations is a very good game. The story is barely there, it's just an excuse to have both Sonics on the same screen, but as an idea, it's very interesting. But like I said, there's lots you can do with this. But no, they do nothing. They chat about what's going on, go through some levels, rinse and repeat for 4 hours. The concept is interesting, but the execution, not so much. Please keep in mind, I'm still learning how to be a critic, so maybe the story is there, maybe I just don't know about it. Some of these things I just don't understand, but in the future, I will get better at it. I can guarantee you that. But anyways, the graphics on the other hand are amazing. This has to be one of the best looking Sonic games I had ever seen, and the levels are very fun to play. Well, most of them. The challenges are fun, at times. Sometimes the bosses are fun. Well, Most of them anyways. And the characters are the characters we know and love. Yes, even you, Silver. Some Sonic fans love you. I don't know why, but they do. Either way, Sonic Generations is a great game, especially for me. Believe it or not, Sonic Generations was my very first actual Sonic game. Not a crossover, an actual Sonic game. And in my opinion, it's something I never regretted buying. I have never had so much fun playing a video game. Okay, besides these. This is a very special game for me. It's like Thomas and the Magic Railroad, or Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, or heck, Cars 2. I mean, yes, it's not as good as it was when I was a kid, but it's something that I love, and it's something that I will never, ever let go of. And that is how I feel about Sonic Generations. With that said, I give Sonic Generations an 8 out of 10. I love Sonic the Hedgehog, and this game shows me why. This Sonic game holds a very special place in my heart, and it's just like being a brony. I am so happy to be a part of this fandom, and if good or bad, I will always look forward to his games and everything else he does. And I will always love the character himself, Sonic the Hedgehog.
And so we've come to the happy end of our story. And it's time for all of us to go home. Just like Thomas.
Well, everyone, that's my review of Sonic Generations. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching, and please put down in the comments below what you think of the game. I would really like to know. With that said, my name is Stitch Underground, and I review, and I entertain you. Hey Stitch, how you doing? Huh? Oh. Hey, future me. I'm doing good. Just getting over my, drinks. That's good. I hope you get better soon. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. So, I was wondering, what are you going to be doing for your next review? I don't know yet. I was thinking of reviewing something My Little Pony related. The movie and Season 7 come out this year, so I was thinking maybe do a review on Season 6, or the first Equestria Girls. So, something like that. Okay. Well, why don't you review a fan-made episode? Something fan-made? What'd you have in mind? Double Wave Boom? No, Snowdrop. Get out of here, you. Okay. Hey, Stitch. Yeah? It was nice meeting you. You too, Stitch. You too. Hey, Stitch. Where you going now? The future? Nope. I've already been there.